Artist's illustration of Deep Space Industries Harvestorclass spacecraft for asteroid mining. Credit Deep Space Industries. The idea of mining asteroids for precious mineral deposits has gained steam in recent years, with space mining startups focusing on logistics and governments like Luxembourg positioning themselves as big funders of the sector. But before we go asteroid mining, we need to figure out where to look, and we don't have the telescopes available to do proper surveys, according to a new white paper that was discussed this week at a conference in Latvia. The paper was presented at the European Planetary Science Congress in Riga, Latvia. It arose from a 2016 conference called the Asteroid Science Intersections within Space Mine Engineering (ASIM), which brought together engineers and asteroid scientists to discuss the best approaches for mining. Asteroid mining is this incredible intersection of science, engineering, entrepreneurship, and imagination, said J.L. Galake, the lead author of the paper and co-founder and chief technology officer of Attend Engineering, in a statement. The problem is, it's also a classic example of a relatively young scientific field, in that the more we find out about asteroids through missions like Hayabusa and Rosetta, the more we realize that we don't know. Related using astronomy to prospect for asteroids could help us mine the heavens. The first asteroid was discovered in 1801, the small world of Sears, which was later reclassified as a dwarf planet. While there are millions of these small bodies floating around the solar system, it is near-Earth objects, the ones that come closest to Earth, that are best for mining, since it takes little fuel or time to reach these asteroids. So far, NASA tracks roughly 16,700 near-Earth objects. Only a handful of spacecraft have been close to a NEO, however, so we need to classify their resources through telescopes. Useful resources include water and fuel, which some space advocates say could be mined at low cost to explore other planets. It's possible to do this through spectral information, which yields the composition of the asteroid. A montage of 17 of the 18 asteroids and comets that have been photographed up close as of August 2014, when Rosetta arrived at Comet Churyumov-Gerasimenko. Montage by Emily Lakdawala. Credit data from NASA. JPL-JHUAPLUMD JAXA ESA OSIRIS Team Russian Academy of Sciences China National Space Agency, but Galake says there aren't enough telescopes available to do searches at the right time. Several entities have year-listed plans to view and classify asteroids using telescopes, including the companies Deep Space Industries and Planetary Resources, and the nonprofit B612 Foundation, but these aren't ready yet. NEOs are usually discovered when they are at their brightest, so our best chance of studying them is by immediately following up detections with further observations to characterize their shape and spectral properties, he said. That needs good quality, relatively large dedicated telescopes that are available at short notice. We don't have reliable access to these facilities right now. Related future asteroid miners seek solid space rock plan even with the right telescopes. Other considerations are necessary to make asteroid mining a reality. Some of the other problems Galake's group identified include understanding more about how regolith soil behaves in the low gravity of an asteroid, creating better regolith simulants on Earth to design mining equipment, and learning about the abundance of elements on different types of asteroids in our solar system. More observation is needed, because past missions to asteroids have shown that each of the ones analyzed have looked so different. For example, near Shoemaker's observations of the asteroid Eros showed a fine layer of dust on the surface. By contrast, Hayabusa's observations of Itokawa revealed blocks that are tens of inches in diameter. The recent Rosetta mission, which studied Comet 67 Churyumov-Gerasimenko, also found that the surface of the comet is denser than its insides, but it's unclear if asteroids possess the same properties. While asteroid mining is decades away, there are a couple of spacecraft on their way to asteroids to do more up-close observations and bring samples back to Earth. NASA's Origins, Spectral Interpretation, Resource Identification, Security, Regolith Explorer OSIRIS-REx mission is on its way to asteroid Bennu and will arrive in 2018. Meanwhile, Japan's Hayabusa 2 will reach asteroid Ryugu in 2020. Originally published on Seeker.